Okay, so to use Weebly to start making your websites, you'll firstly need to go to my website, drscience.weebly.com. You'll see that I've used this to create mine. Now if I can do it, I'm sure you can. Go to Student Resources, and on the left hand side where it talks about Weebly website creation, if you click on Weebly, it'll bring you to this page here. So this is specially set up for education, so for students to be able to make their own websites. It doesn't necessarily give you all the functions that the Pro version would, but we'd have to pay for that. So I should have given you a username and a password. The username for this one is just going to be Dr. K example, and I will have given you your passwords as well. Just type that one in, and you click login. This may take slightly longer on laptops at school, should be quicker in the computer rooms though. So the first thing, it's going to prompt you to enter a website title. You don't have to stick with this title, you can change it later on, but if we just call this example for the time being and save that title, you need to do that before it will allow you into the main website designing area. Just going to take you through then all the basic functions that you can do. The first thing that you're going to want to do is set a design theme. Again, this can change, but if you go up to the top panel here and click on design, you can choose then a theme. This theme will then apply to every page that you have on your website. There's lots of options, and you can go into design options and choose many more, but for the purposes of this we'll just choose this theme that we've got. So now every website page will start to look like this, but we've only got one page at the moment. We've just got our home page. So if we go to pages, we can then add pages. So we'll add page, and we'll call this new page. We can add another page. We can call this new page 2. If we really want, new page 2 doesn't have to be a page that we've created. It could be an external website. So if you click link page to external site, then you could go, say, straight back to drkscience.weebly.com. So if you were to click on that page, it would just take you back to my home page. You'll notice here then that those new pages come up on this bar here. You see that that one has got the links to drkscience.weebly.com, so that would take you to the external site. Whereas you click this one, that one takes you to your new page within your website. But of course it just looks like your home page at the moment because we've not done anything there. What you then need to realise is that everything on Weebly works with these things called elements. So if you want to do anything, you want to do any typing, you want to add pictures, anything, you've got to stick in an element. So if we go back to our home page by just clicking on home, I think we were there anyway, every page has got this standard image on it. You can click edit image and upload a different image if you wish. But what we'll do is I'll just show you what these elements mean. So it says down the bottom here, this page is empty, drag elements here. So let's say we wanted to put some text. So we wanted a paragraph with a title. We go up to this elements bar up here and we drag it in. Once that's there, we can then click in it and we can start typing. We can type anything we like. We can change the font, we can bold, italicize, underline, etc. You can also hyperlink. So for instance, if you wanted to link to a different website, you would just highlight the text that you wanted to link, click on the hyperlink, and then you type in the website you want to link to. Probably a good idea to click open link in new window, as it will take you off the website if you were to click that link. If you wanted a picture, similarly, we just drag that in, and you just keep adding elements as you wish. If you want multiple columns, which is quite useful, there's this element here, so we'll just add that one in right at the top here. And then it asks you how many columns you want. So okay, I want 3 columns, and then you would drag an element into one of those spaces. So for instance, if I wanted a picture in this first column here, if I wanted a paragraph in this column here, I'd just do that. These OK buttons are essentially big hyperlinks. So if you were to put in an OK button, that's the one you might remember that initially got you to Weebly in the first place. You can stick some text on it for the website that you want to go to. You click on the link, and then that would be a button that would transport you somewhere else. There's slightly more interesting elements that you can use. So for instance, under the multimedia, if you had loads of pictures, you could create a slideshow, so you can drop one of those in. You can upload a file, so if you've made something in Word or a PDF, say, you can upload that. And you can even have whole photo galleries. I didn't actually show you how putting in a photo would work. So for instance, if we put in that picture element, under there you click to add edit, and then you would need the photo that you wanted already saved. So if you found a photo on the internet, you need to save it somewhere in your documents so that you can click upload a photo, and this takes me to my baby photos. So for instance, 12-week scan, we'd go open, it would stick that in. Now this is going to be very small because obviously it's only within this area here, but it's then uploaded my photo there. So this is the reason that I'm away at the moment and you're doing this. Under more as well, there's something slightly more interesting, which is these online polls. So you can drag in an online poll. You don't have to sign up to this Poll Daddy service. It will try to encourage you to and then bombard you with emails, but you don't need to do that. But if we click on that, we can start to set up this poll. This is just alignment as to where it's going to appear within the columns. But if you click on Edit Poll and just go Get Started, ignore the having the Poll Daddy account, click here to create a new poll. And then what you can do on your website, you can pose people questions. So do you think this is the best way of doing something, or this is the best way of doing something? So you type in your question here, and then it might be, say, yes or no answer. So we'd have yes and no, and then we'd say get rid of these because we don't want those answers. We just want 2 answers to be applicable. Sorry, so I shouldn't have pressed that. Press Save Poll. You can change the designs and themes and things like that, but just for the purposes of showing you. Save the poll. Add to the page. And there you go. Within there, it's all a bit squashed because we've done it in just that one column. But there would be your question, and people can then click. They can vote. They can go yes, vote, and then it would compile the results of that poll. Other things under here. So under Settings, you can change your website address. You haven't yet given it a website address because you've not yet published your website. Until you click Publish up here, no one's going to be able to see this website. So you can work on it, and when you finish working on it, you just press Close and everything's saved, and you don't have to publish until you're ready. Okay. Other things, you can change your site title. That you set right back at the start, so you can change that too, and I wouldn't worry about any of the other settings. So let's say you've done your website, you've done that page, you then say maybe had a look at your other page and you've changed that one, and you've done whatever you like. You feel it's ready now to publish and you want people to be able to view this. You click Publish up here. You want to be using a subdomain of Weebly because otherwise you have to pay for your own URL. So you click on that. It'll be something.weebly.com. So this can be example site Dr. K Science, say, .weebly.com. Now at this stage, of course, you can find out what that address was again by going into settings later on, but I would write this down because this will then be your website. So if we continue, it's then going to allow us to preview our website. So anyone now can go on this website. It exists. This will take you straight to it, this link here. So we'll link on that. And there you go. That's how your website will then look. This poll that we created, people can then vote on that. They go yes, vote. And the results will be compiled. There you go, 100% saying yes. They get to see your images. They get to see whatever you've written. And it's all up and running. One last thing, I neglected to mention the YouTube clips. You can insert YouTube clips. That's absolutely fine. But be aware, of course, if you're in school, if anyone's logged in on a school computer, they're not going to be able to view that, so it would have to be viewed through the teacher's computer. So I would avoid uploading too many YouTube clips if you find them. So at this stage, you would then, if we close that one down, close that. To come out of this, you then just click Close. We log out. And we'll then see if we go back in again. So this was Dr. K example, and then the password. We log in again, and you'll get this view. It won't go straight to your website. So you'll click example, because that's the title of the website that we gave, and it will take you back to your website here, and everything will be saved. So any changes that you make, if you want those to be republished, when you're finished, you have to click publish again. Okay, and that's about it. I suggest just have a bit of a play about. You'll probably pick it up far quicker than I did. And good luck.